Hey YouTube, it's the test lead, and today's video is about tech bootcamp scams. Don't get taken advantage of. First off, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, and if you have suggestions for future videos, please leave them below. Now back to the video. If you're new to the QA space or to your QA journey, or been on your journey for a while, you've probably heard about bootcamps. Bootcamps are so as the expedited way to get into the field. Some bootcamps even promise to get you jobs at big tech companies such as Apple and Amazon in just a few months. And the thing is, a lot of people going into a lot of debt from these bootcamps and still ending up unemployed. So what's going on? I've had numerous people personally reach out to me and tell me about their bad bootcamp experience, how they were overcharged, and then the quality just wasn't there. A lot of false promises, and now they're still left without a job. First off, before you think this is a one-sided argument, I have nothing against real, authentic bootcamps that are trying to help you for your career. I have a problem with misleading bootcamps that are just taking advantage of you. Bootcamps can teach you valuable information in a condensed time. They also can help you switch your career path. Bootcamps can also help you network and possibly help you find a job that way. A lot of the job market and finding jobs is networking, and bootcamp could be that missing piece for you. So once again, I'm not against real bootcamps that are trying to help you. Now let's get further into this video. In this video, I will talk about how some bootcamps try to take advantage of you, signs of a good bootcamp, and then bootcamp alternatives. So first, ways that bootcamps try to take advantage of you. The first way any bootcamp is going to try to take advantage of you is with false promises. Any bootcamp that tells you they can land you a Amazon or Apple job within a year, or any big tech company, it's a scam most likely. There are people from big universities, Ivy League, stuff like that, that still can't crack some of these top tech companies. And you think from a condensed bootcamp, you're going to be able to jump ahead of them? I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's just a very, very slim chance. If a bootcamp was able to consistently get people into big tech companies, they would have no problem charging $50,000 or $60,000 for their tuition. Because once you get out of that, you'll make that back right away. But no bootcamp can guarantee that. Think about it. If you had a guaranteed lifeline to make 6+ figures in less than a year, you wouldn't mind investing $50,000, $60,000 right now, because you're going to make, for the next 20 years of your life, 6 figures easily. But realistically, that's not going to happen. Next, some bootcamps try to take advantage of you by comparing themselves to the outliers and the extremes to make themselves look better. They may try to justify their price by comparing it to other overpriced bootcamps or top Ivy League school tuitions. Unless Harvard is offering a course, you shouldn't be paying Harvard prices. You should not have to take out a loan or go into crazy debt just for your bootcamp. Next, some bootcamps try to push that they are special because they offer this or that, but these things really just standard for every bootcamp, like interview prep and resume help. They may say, oh, this is why we cost so much because we had these things, but almost every bootcamp nowadays offer those things, so don't get fooled by this. And last but not least, pushy salespeople. Unfortunately, some bootcamps go this route also. Some bootcamps won't list their prices on their website. They'll make you call for a consultation to see if you ever match for them. That's all a gimmick. Because once they get you on the phone, they're going to try to have a pushy salesperson tell you why you need their bootcamp. And then once they tell you all these wonderful things about why you need them, that's when they give you their price. And now you feel like you're too committed inside to tell them no. Or they keep just pushing and pushing for why you need it. They will try to pressure you and almost bully you into signing up for their bootcamp. These are experienced salespeople. For every reason why you say you can't do their program, they'll try to find an excuse for why you can. Eventually, these salespeople hope they can wear you down just so that they can make a commission off you signing up. They don't care about you. They care about their commission. Don't forget that. And now, finding a good boot camp. As I said, I'm not against good boot camps that care about your future. First, you should be able to see if you can afford the boot camp. You shouldn't have to take out crazy loans or go into debt, as I said previously, for your boot camp. Maybe if you can't afford it right now, boot camps might not be the best situation for you right now. I have alternatives later on that I'm going to discuss, but just keep that in mind. Realistically, this day and age, boot camps range from $4,000 to $10,000 on average. Some lower, some a lot higher. And just because it costs more doesn't always mean it's better. An example is a lot of things are made in the same factories, but once a company puts their label or their logo on it, they can charge 10x for something else that's a lot more affordable. Depending on where you live, there are some good boot camps in like the $2,000, $3,000 range. Find a few boot camps, price them, weigh the pros and cons, and then take it from there. Now that you have a few boot camps in mind, let's look at their curriculum. For QA, the boot camps, the minimum curriculum should be software development lifecycle, software testing lifecycle, software methodologies, functional testing, including unit, integration, system sanity, smoke, interface regression, and acceptance testing, non-functional testing, performance, load, stress volume, security, compatibility, install recovery, reliability, and usability testing, SQL, test management tools, and then finally, test suites, test plans, test cases, and test scripts. Now for automation bootcamps, it should include everything I just mentioned, plus this list. An object-oriented programming language, UI automation, and API automation. It is also beneficial if your bootcamp has job placement connections. Remember, one of the benefits of bootcamps is the connections and networking. Ask where some of their recent graduates are working and see if you can find them on LinkedIn so you can validate everything the bootcamp is telling you. The next sign of a good bootcamp is a place where you can get good feedback. If they're just selling you a course and telling you to go learn on your own, then you shouldn't be paying $10,000 for it. There's a place for courses, but it should be priced accordingly. Make sure if you have questions, you can ask them and get feedback on it. If you're struggling in a bootcamp, you feel to ask the instructor or professor, hey, how do I do X, Y, and Z? And they should be able to tell you. That's how you maximize your bootcamp experience. Don't be shy or feel something's a dumb question. No, you're paying your good money to learn. And now finally, bootcamp alternatives, because bootcamps aren't for everybody. Honestly, everyone can't afford a bootcamp. So should you not be able to learn how to be a QA automation engineer? No. There's tons of possibilities out there. You can teach yourself 95% of what these bootcamps are teaching you at little to no cost. The whole thing is you have to be disciplined. You can use websites such as YouTube or Udemy to get courses, but you have to be disciplined to actually do the work. With bootcamps, you have a financial investment, so you feel like you have to. You also have someone for accountability and an instructor. If you go to YouTube or Udemy route, you got to tell yourself every day, hey, I'm going to spend a half an hour every day on this and focus on my learning. However, one benefit of this is you can go 100% at your pace. Sometimes certain boot camps might be too fast for you and your learning speed is slower. If you teach yourself, you're going at your speed. The only two drawbacks about not going to a boot camp versus teaching yourself is the networking possibility, where if you're in a class with other people and an instructor, you can network where if someone in the boot camp gets a job, you can see where they get a job and see if you can apply there also. And then the other drawback is the live feedback, where if you're teaching yourself, you can't always ask a question to someone and get an immediate response. If you're okay with these two drawbacks, then teaching yourself might be the way to go. And that's it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. If you found this video helpful at all, remember, like, share, and subscribe. If you want another video just like this, please take care. Subscribe to my email list. It's free of charge. That's how you get all my courses and things like that at a discounted price. And remember, Learn something new today.